I'm Ryan Gerdon with your City of Leesburg Public Works Department. On February 2nd, the Venetian Center hosted a public meeting to get feedback on the Complete Streets planning study along Main Street. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with that study, its purpose is to improve the travel and the safety for those residents and visitors who frequent Main Street. In turn, its long-term benefits will be both social and economic to our community, and that's something we can all get excited about. Let's go check in with the folks who are driving this initiative and see how it's coming along. We're here with Michael Woods, the Executive Director of the Lake Sumter Metropolitan Planning Organization. Michael, thanks for being here with us today. Why don't you explain to us what your organization does?
Sure. The Lake Sumter MPO, they set the regional transportation planning and priorities for Lake and Sumter counties. We have a 29-member board. It was created in 2005 after the 2000 census. We met the population threshold for the creation of MPO. So 29-member board, it's all the Lake County Commissioners, 2 Sumter County Commissioners, then 1 elected official from all 19 cities in Lake and Sumter counties. We also have both school boards and the local railroad represented on this board. And together they set the planning and funding priorities for our region.
So explain to us what your specific role is in the organization.
Sure, I'm the executive director, so I'm staff for this board. I make sure they have the relevant information they need to make intelligent decisions. I manage a small planning staff and a large team of project consultants to help me with our required planning documents in compliance with federal and state regulations to make sure all of our projects are eligible for federal and state funding.
So how does a project like this come to life? And more specifically, how was Main Street in Leesburg selected?
So back in 2015, the MPO did a call for projects. We were updating our 20-year transportation plan, the 2040 long-range transportation plan. And we wanted to address complete streets projects. And so we did a call for projects, and Leesburg submitted the Main Street project for us in 2015. So we vetted the project, we asked DOT to fund it, and we got funding for this last year.
So what determines whether a project gets selected and actually put into the construction phase?
That's why we're doing the study right now. We want input from the city officials, city staff, county officials, county staff, and the public. We really want to know what the public thinks about this project and how it can impact them. So we're doing the study, make sure it's a viable project that we can build, and then eventually we'll bring it to the MPO board for funding prioritization.
Very interesting stuff. Thanks for being here with us today and educating us on the process. Let's go check in and see how some of these specifics unfold, okay? Jamie, you work with HDR, the architectural and engineering firm who is spearheading this design and study. What are some of the key elements that you want put into this project?
So this is a complete streets plan. So a complete street is a street that works well for all users of the street, no matter their age or ability or their mode of travel. So we're looking to provide some additional facilities, new and improved facilities for people that are walking or riding a bike, ways for people to cross the street more safely. We're looking at adding landscaping and making other improvements to intersections to make the corridor a more welcoming environment for everybody.
So where are we at with the process now, and what's the next step?
We're nearing the end of what we call our alternatives assessment phase. So through the process thus far, we've done some initial community outreach, gotten some feedback that's really helped us shape some guiding principles that encompass things like economic prosperity, community beautification, livability, safety, and accessibility and connectivity. Our project team has looked at the corridor and divided the corridor into 5 segments. So in those 5 segments, there's different contexts in terms of the land use and the street pattern, traffic characteristics. And so we've developed alternatives within each one of those separate segments. And so this is the point where we're looking to evaluate the alternatives. We want to get community feedback on what everybody thinks about the various alternatives so that we can select a preferred alternative. So the next step is going to be, once we've assessed the alternatives and selected a preferred, is to move into concept development. So that will be developing a more detailed concept end to end on the corridor.
So you talked about feedback from the people of Leesburg. What specific help are you looking from us?
So as you noted earlier, we had a public meeting on February 2nd. We're looking to add to the feedback that we got at that meeting. So we have a narrated presentation that's available right now on the city's website. That also has a link to a survey. So the presentation has all the background and detail on the corridor, the various segments, and the alternatives that are being presented. And the survey will allow people to provide their feedback in terms of what their preferences are for those alternatives.
So with those people that are interested in participating, when are you going to need them to provide their feedback by?
So we're going to have the survey open until February 23rd, so that gives people about a week to provide their feedback. After that point, we're going to be compiling all the feedback, completing our assessment, and then we're going to be making a presentation to the City Commission on March 28th that will provide information on the preferred alternative.
Tons of great information. Thanks for helping us out with that today, Ben. So there you have it, Leesburg, and now we're looking for your help. To be part of this or find out about other exciting developments in the city, visit our website at www.leesburgflorida.gov or follow us on Facebook. In the meantime, continue to explore our beautiful lakefront city, and we look forward to seeing you out there.